Outfitters, and welcome back to, this is technically Hair to Hero, but we're doing the Euro 2028 as a whole. As you will have seen from the thumbnail, we are playing Italy in the final in Valencia's stadium, because that's what the thumbnail is. That's why you clicked on it. It's going to be fantastic. We are France, and we have done it's been a spicy tournament to get here. We're going to have a quick run through the teams that have qualified. So Russia and Bosnia going through. Sweden, unfortunately, getting knocked out. Estonia not picking up a single point, only scoring 1 goal against Bosnia. It's disappointing for them. Group B, Italy and Poland went through. Faroe Islands picked up a point against Finland. Finland and Romania will have to be disappointed. Italy went through undefeated, only conceding a goal to Poland. It's quite good. Who scored the only goal against Italy? I'm curious. Oh, Luca Pellegrini. Lorenzo Pellegrini. Never mind. Different guy. Completely. Ignore everything I just said. So it was the last game. It was Bielik, 89th minute, and Italy unfortunately conceded their first and only goal of the qualifiers. Group C was our group. We went through with 2 defeats, top of our group, losing to Kazakhstan and Kosovo. I'm gonna admit it wasn't a great time. Belgium went through. Czechia get knocked out with Kosovo and Kazakhstan. As mentioned, Kazakhstan and Kosovo both picking up their only wins against us. Yeah, not great. Then in Group D, Bulgaria and Austria went through. Hungary finishing 4th in their group. That's disappointing. And Liechtenstein scoring 3 goals, to be fair. 2 against Hungary, 1 against Bulgaria. But Liechtenstein, the whipping boys. Serbia will definitely be disappointed in missing out in their group. Portugal and Denmark come out of Group E. Scotland, very unfortunate to have Portugal and Denmark in their group, but they went out. Turkey, even Turkey struggled. Montenegro getting a win against Turkey definitely didn't help. To be fair, 5 points behind Denmark, wasn't a great one for them. Then in Group F, England and Ireland going through. England undefeated. Slovenia just missing, well, more than just missing out. 6 points behind Ireland. Lithuania and Latvia, bottom of their group. Group G, Croatia and Northern Ireland go through. Albania, so very, very close to going through. 1 more win. What were their results against each other? They lost both games. Yeah, they lost both games against Northern Ireland. That was the difference maker. If they'd beaten them more. Croatia, to be fair, 10 wins, only conceding 1 goal to Northern Ireland. Andorra picking up some wins against Luxembourg, but Luxembourg managed to beat North Macedonia. North Macedonia finished 4th and managed to drop points against Luxembourg. Fair enough. Group H, Switzerland go through top of the group, undefeated. Germany in 2nd. Wales, unfortunate to miss out. Azerbaijan having a very, very good qualifying. To be fair, Cyprus and San Marino didn't have a great time. San Marino did score 2 goals against Germany and Azerbaijan and 1 against Wales. That's pretty good. And then Group I, Greece went through. Poor Iceland. Slovakia, Moldova finished 4th in the group, ahead of Israel and Malta. That's all the group. Group J, Ukraine and Holland going through. That was a tight group. Norway, 3 points behind eventual group toppers, Ukraine, and that's got to be heartbreaking. Belarus, Georgia and Gibraltar all getting knocked out, and that's all the groups. So that's how everyone got to the Euros. And now we are going to have a look at the teams. So you already know who's topped or who's in the final, because like I said, showing you. England, Portugal went through automatically in their group. Belgium went through as one of the best 3rd placed teams. Turkey got absolutely smashed. Then Group B was Croatia and Ukraine going through. Kazakhstan with Kanakchin in goal for the Hertha goalkeeper. In goal for Kazakhstan. Gets him through with a win over Bosnia, guessing. Yep, win over Bosnia. Group C, to be fair, this was quite a difficult group for Albania and Ireland. Russia and Spain go through. Ireland finishing bottom of their group. To be fair, they did run Spain fairly close with their 4-3, but alas, it was not enough. Skipped group. Yeah. Italy and Holland automatically going through. Scotland getting through as one of the best third place teams, and Austria finishing plumb last in their group. Then in our group, we did lose to Germany on the opening day. Very close game. Very, very close game. But Denmark and Switzerland. Switzerland, who topped their group with Germany in it, got absolutely trounced during the tournament. And it came down to a 3-1 win for us, where Mbappe scored a brace, which was delightful. Mbappe only showed up really for the Euros. He has been terrible up until this point, and Switzerland almost made it so that Germany were knocked out. Switzerland almost beat Germany to qualifying, but unfortunately they conceded in the 77th minute, and that was the end of that. Then Group F was Poland and Bulgaria went through. Greece getting through as one of the best third placed teams. Northern Ireland, quite unfortunate, get knocked out. So that's how all the groups finished. So then into the second round, I think we do it as a 3, make it a little bit easier, so you can kind of see as how it's progressed. So we beat Holland 6-5 after extra time. Actually, we're going to go back to round, because I want to show you how this went. This was insane. We, in front of a packed Camp Nou, it was insane. So it was Farouk Harada was on fire in this game. He scored 4 goals, but it ended 3-3 at full time. And then it just went mental. We scored in the 101st, 109th and 112th minutes. They scored in the 105th and 119th minute. So it was crazy. It was quite the game. There was a lot of injuries. We swapped out our left back in the 68th minute, and then he had to come off because he picked up a knock, and that was less than ideal. Might as well stay like this because, we're here now. England went and beat Spain. So the hosts knocked out by the holders. Portugal beat Ukraine on penalties. Croatia knocked out Belgium after extra time. Russia beating Greece. As I said, we beat Holland after extra time. Poland scraped past Kazakhstan in a very, very tight game. Kazakhstan they really showed themselves to be a decent team. Scotland knocking out Germany on penalties, which is unexpected. And Italy beat Bulgaria. If we jump forward into the quarterfinals, we beat Poland 2-1. Very close game. Piatek scoring the first goal for Poland. It's been a tournament of ex-Hertha players just annoying me by doing quite well. William Saliba and Asuene getting the goals for us. Asuene, our right back, he's very good. He's very good. England beat Croatia. Portugal 3-2 against Russia. That was a close game, if I remember correctly. Kind of died off fairly quickly. Oleg Kirev is one of the best strikers in the world, so he's unfortunate that his Russian team couldn't get any further than the quarterfinals. Italy then went and beat Scotland, which, kind of expected to a degree. You wouldn't expect Scotland to be making it this far, but you look at the 4 teams and you're like, yeah, this is 4 teams you'd expect to make it this far in a Euros. And then we went and beat England 5-0. This is an England team that had not lost in 16 games. I think it was 16 competitive games, or just 16 games. They hadn't lost in a long time. Like, it had been a long time since they lost the game. But we went and absolutely destroyed them. Kamavinga scored. William Saliba. Akbar Ferrere, who is a Chelsea player, but I don't know for how much longer, because they just signed Mason Greenwood for a world... No, it's not. It's 177 million, I think. Was it 177 million? Yeah, they signed him for 177 million. So, but it was useless. And Ousmane Dembele managed to get himself a cheeky little brace. We won the game 5-0. It was beautiful. In the Metropolitano de Madrid, the Atletico Madrid Stadium, and it was fantastic, lads. It was fantastic. As you can see, we were amazing. Mbappe came off because he was not playing well, and the person who came off for him was Harada. Didn't have a great game, to be fair. But still, I've tried rotating the team as much as I can because our players are very tired. And Italy beat Portugal 2-1. Catrone scoring one of the goals for Italy. I don't know. Yeah, Esposito is in their team. He's just not playing an awful lot. I don't actually know if he's played that many games for them, but that being said, they beat Portugal, and now into the final, France versus Italy. We're going to have a quick look at the team that we have brought with us and how they've been getting on. So, can I do... Yeah, we'll do international, so that way you can just see where everyone is playing. So we have a Newcastle goalkeeper who's currently wanted by Paris Saint-Germain as our starting goalkeeper, Stefan Bajic. He's been a decent player. I think Newcastle have been fighting relegation for most of the time he's been there. Mid-table, 12th, 13th. They've been like a bang average team. It's fair enough. He's fairly solid for us. Albin Lafont and Leo Boyer. So everyone knows Albin Lafont. He's only played 4 times. I think I've played him every time he's played. 2027. Yeah, so I'm the one that gave him his international debut. He's not had the best of careers, it has to be said. Fiorentina really only in the last 3 years has started using him. Kind of disappointing. He's not as good as he could be, but and then we've Leo Boyer, who is just a French goalkeeper who's come along. He's actually signed for... He's a Dijon. Oh, okay. He's the Dijon keeper. There's a Marseille keeper I normally bring in. I don't know why I picked Leo Boyer. Again, giving him his debut, he is kind of like our goalkeeper. They're like the 3 I pick on a regular basis. As I said, there is one who plays for... Is it Marseille or is it the Auxerre goalkeeper? Yeah, Baptiste Munch. So I didn't pick him because he was injured. Makes sense. He's played once. I think he's probably the better of between him and Boyer, but injuries are infuriating sometimes. We have a Man United right back who's not really played. He actually has never played for Man United, but he was on loan at Mallorca and Fiorentina last season. He's quite good. We've given him quite a number of appearances because, like I said, he has fantastic 5-star potential. This guy, I'm considering signing him for Hertha. We haven't made some signings. I'm not going to tell you about them yet. William Saliba has been an absolute rock at centre-back. He is at Man City currently, having left quite a good legacy behind him at Arsenal. 86 million. It's not a terrible amount of money for a guy who's now 27 and at the top of his power. Real Madrid are looking to sign him. James Soraka, a Hertha centre-back, is going to be... He's been quite good. 6 appearances for the national team. He's played 12 games for us last season. This guy's just really good. So, quite happy to leave him run around. According to Sydney Lobo, 7th best centre-back at Hertha. One of the best centre-backs in the French team. Then we have a left-back who's actually right-footed, but we play him as a left-back because he's good at it. Newcastle want him. Left-back is definitely the weak spot of this French team, but he had a decent season last year for Tottenham. Not played a whole lot of games, but for Dusseldorf season 4 he was quite good. So we're just going to keep playing him because, as I said, left-back, there's no options. Left-back is terrible. Marvin Utterman is Nantes midfielder, 21 years old. He's played 10 games. He's played 100 games for Nantes. He's just a decent central midfielder. Not my first choice, but we're struggling an awful lot with tired players. So for the Euros final, looks like Adaman might actually be playing. So next on the list of players is Eric Biloa, who is quite tired for this game. But this guy is an absolute monster. Those numbers are just I want him so bad. I would swap Szoboszlai for Eric Biloa. Just because, look at him, he's a monster. This man is insanely good at football. We did try and sign him when he was playing for Lyon, and they rejected our approaches. Then he just suddenly signed for Barcelona. That was very infuriating. I didn't get told that Barcelona had even offered to buy him. And then we offered, just recently, offered Barcelona 180, 190 million, somewhere around that, kind of somewhere between 180 and 200 million. And they were like, no, you're grand, thanks. So, Eric Biloa, I'm not getting him. But he has been quite good. Kylian Mbappe, who, as I said, has been in exceptional form since we started this Euro campaign. He's quite good. He's an elite attacking midfielder, even though he can't really play there. But he's played mostly as a striker for us. Occasionally as a winger. Because Thomas Lemaire has just been terrible. We brought Thomas Lemaire with us and he's just been god awful. But he is, quite good, you could say. Quite good. Wanted by Chelsea. See how that goes for him. El Hamdoudi is technically, you'd expect him to be playing for Morocco because he's decent. He's not amazing. He's playing for Rennes. He's 20 years old. He's come to a World Cup. It's classed as a wonder kid. He's only had like 2 seasons in Rennes' first team. Still not terrible. I think he scored in his second game. Yeah, he made his debut against Ireland, scored in his second game against Lithuania. He's been decent. Dimitri Cormier, or would it be Cormier? Bang average striker. We lack strikers, to be fair. He did arrive instead of was it Awar or Guiri? I think it was Guiri. He got the call up ahead of him, and Guiri was not happy. He was furious. He helped the team get to qualify, and then I just went, "Nah, you're grand, thanks. Just not gonna bring you with me." He's had a bit of a mixed bag of a career. Went to Crotone on loan. I think that's when they gave him his debut, maybe. And he's not been great. No, was it Kumeri? I gave someone a debut anyway, and they were playing in Italy and they hadn't scored, which, but he went to Auxerre. He's having a decent time. Did I give him his debut? I probably did. I would imagine I did, based on that date there. Again, he's fine. He's not brilliant. Having to play him is slightly terrifying. Farouk Harada, this has been the tournament that has just made Harada an amazing player. He's Algerian, yeah, but we've brought him in to play for us. He's been playing since he was 17. He is quite good. He loves me because I did sign him for 21 million. He hasn't scored yet. He only played 4 league games for Angers before joining us. He was decent. He scored against Liverpool, I think, in the Champions League, but I think Harada is the future. 17 years old, so plenty of potential. 5 stars, 21 million. I think it was a bargain. He's joined the team, as I've already gone through Lafont. Then we have Berthier, who is playing for Liverpool. For some reason, this guy, I'm not 100% sure if he's good, but I'm also not 100% sure if he's bad. He's like decent, but they give him 3.5 or 2.5 star, 4 star potential. I think he's not terrible. He played a decent amount of games last season for Liverpool, having been on loan quite a few times. Came through the Sochaux Youth Academy before Liverpool paid 11 million to sign him. Again, I said quite good. Upamecano has come from the Man City team. I don't know if bringing Upamecano was the right idea, but he's not really had to play too much. But again, been acceptable during his Man City career. Paid 85 million for him. Moving Gerard is a Barcelona. Just recently joined Barcelona. No, he's been in Barcelona for a while. He came through the Toulouse team, went to PSG, didn't get many games with PSG. To be fair, yeah, he didn't play a whole lot of games for PSG. Went on loan to Osasuna, had a decent season. It was a pretty crap season, actually. But Barcelona then went, yeah, we'll take him. Went and played for Eibar, was average. Went and played for Fortuna Dusseldorf last season. And that's when I saw him playing against us. And I was like, this guy actually looks like he could be halfway decent. So, like, his 20 teamwork, 17 work rate, 17 tackling. This guy, like, he's quite good. So I brought him in, gave him a couple of games. I don't think he's played. He played in the last game, I think. I think we brought him on against against England to give him a chance. Kamavinga has been one of those players who's just ever present. 25 years old, playing for Man City. As you can see, he's really good. He is really, really good. Akbar Ferreira, I think we've already been over this guy. He has played relatively well for Chelsea in the last couple of seasons. He's not a prolific goal scorer, but he scored 5 goals for us. I'm quite happy with that. He is probably going to be leaving Chelsea this season. Olivier Mallet, who is a Man City player again. This guy, really good. He is really, really good. Man City play him as an attacking midfielder, I think. Came through the Rennes Academy. A lot of the players are through the Rennes Academy. We're playing him as a central midfielder, as like a Mazzella, or as a Raumdeuter on the wing, and he has just been really good. Ousmane Dembele is now at Chelsea. Again, quite a good across the board winger. He's a bit old, but we, again, don't really have options on the wing. He's had one of those mixed bag careers where he's played a good bit, and then Chelsea paid 98 million for him. He's been quite good, actually, to be fair. He's had a decent Euros with us as well. Thomas Lemaire is the one I probably regret bringing to the Euros. He has been shocking. Played a 6.4 average rating of the 3 games he's played so far. He had 1 assist. It was from a corner. I wish I didn't bring him. He's still in the first team for Atletico. I don't know what they're playing or how they're playing him to get him to play so well, but he has been shocking for us. Patrice Bertrand is a left back who can also play as a right winger. He's not great at anything, but he's our second best left back. The Rennes, like I said, it's not great. We struggle with left backs. Another Tottenham player, Mesouadi, is the best right back we have. A little tired, so I don't think he's going to start today's game. We might do, actually. Might just actually put him in. He signed for Tottenham for a nice amount of money, having come from the Valenciennes B team, and he's just been quite good. He had one really poor season after the season he joined, and then the second season wasn't great, but he's been really quite good since. And then we've already been through Leo Boye. So I suppose we can't really put it off any longer. Let's have a quick look. Mbappe has 138 appearances, 72 goals. Ousmane Dembele 105 games for France. Lemaire 96. I don't think Lemaire's going to hit 100 as long as I'm in charge. There was a couple of players that we omitted from the squad who were less than impressed. As I said, is there anyone here who I omitted? No. So Vivian Prevost is never going to play a game as long as I'm in charge. Lemaitre is a Portuguese Chelsea goalkeeper who I actually really want as a French international. He's refusing. And Ndombele did make it. Laporte did make it. Lenglet didn't make it. Kurtzuma, Pogba was one of the ones that everyone was screaming about in the press. Cherki didn't. I should have brought Cherki instead of Thomas Lemaire. Guri, he drew a hissy fit when he wasn't brought. Zagadou was going to come instead of Upamecano, but Upamecano seemed like the better option at the time. Not 100% sure that's actually a fact, but we do have a winger here who could actually be a decent player. See how he gets on. He played 1 game last year for Fortuna Düsseldorf, so I can't really give him an opportunity to play in the French team when he doesn't have any. He's only played 32 games in his entire career, and 28 of those have been for Leon's second team. But this is how we're lining up for the Euro Cup final. As I said, many a tired player. Saliba is on 88, below us 84. Berthier is our normal starting centre-back alongside Saliba. He's on 82, so he can't start today. Kamavinga won't start, and Utterman's going to start because I can't have 2 exhausted centre midfielders. Mallet is very tired. Ousmane Dembele is dying, hence why Mbappe is starting on the right. Bertrand is quite tired, which is why he isn't starting. Mesouadi sits on the bench because he's 86 compared to Wasene at 95. So this is how we're going to line up. Might as well go through the team. Bjalic in goal, Wasene and Dumoulin as our wingbacks. Saliba and Soraka as our central defence, with Utterman and Biloa ahead of them. Mbappe and El Houadi as our wingers. This is the first time we've tried El Houadi as a left winger, so we shall find out how he gets on. Just shows how little I want to play. Fuck it, we'll throw Lemaire in. I'm going to put him as an inverted winger, but on support. And then we have Cormier and Harada starting up front. I am hoping that having Mbappe on the right wing as a Raumdeuter is going to spread the Italian defence, because otherwise we could be in trouble. They have Donnarumma starting in goal for them. Any other interesting players? Cutrone starting on the left. Chiesa starting on the right. Tonali is on the bench. Esposito's on the bench. Locatelli, Pinzuati, Bastoni's on the bench. It's an interesting team. We are 9 seasons into the future. Expect you to keep the run going. They're not that bothered, but we're going to assertively say that we believe they can make the difference. I am worried about our strike force because it's not the strongest. Less than a minute in, and Italy picked up their first yellow card. The Italian coach is freaking out. Looks like he's sitting down, but he's not. Donnarumma under a little bit of pressure at the start. Is that Utterman? No, who's number 11? Who did I make number 11? Cutrone with a bit of a wild shot. Who's number 11? It is Utterman, yeah. Was just a little bit late getting to the tackle. It seems that Biloa is tiring much quicker than I was hoping. We could bring Kamavinga on as the Mazzella. A diving header by one of the Italian defenders, but Oese gets there and blocks it. Utterman back to Saliba. Utterman to Oise. Gets dispossessed by Zaniolo, but Saliba is not having any of it. Gets back to pick it up. Bajic with the ball, punts it forward, finds Mbappe. Utterman tries to find Mbappe but can't, and then Italy clear it to the central of midfield. Cutrone gets it forward. Gilamberti was offside. Okay, but Balic still managed to make the save, which is the most... Bajic still manages to make the save. Cormier not having a great game up front. Maybe we move him and Mbappe around, because I want my strike force. I'm really worried about this strike force. I am really worried about this strike force. I am going to say I am far from pleased. Below it, you are actually not that much worse off than anyone else. Cormier, not happy with your performance. Sidney Lobo has told Thomas Lemaire to prove a point. Cormier, you can be an inside forward on attack. Yeah. Thomas Lemaire, you've been completely useless out in that wing. So we're going to start the second half. Cormier is just going to move to the wing. Mbappe is going to move up front. Let's see how we get on from here. Utterman's not having... Okay, but it's changed now. Cormier still struggling. Fairly high chance that Ousmane Dembele comes on at some point to just help the attack, because it's not been going all that well. Oese gets a forward, and someone got pushed. I can't tell. I don't know who it was. Was it Utterman? I didn't see the number on the back of the jersey, but we are going to the telly. Their striker looks like he's given away the penalty, if it is a penalty. And it's a penalty. Charlotte Charpentier. I was going to say Charpentier. I'm pretty sure she's probably Carpenter. English referee probably. Mbappe steps up and he puts it away. 1-up in the Euro finals. We're going to make a change. Cormier is going to come off for... we're going to bring on Male actually. Male, why not? As a Raumdeuter. Saliba is dying, but so is Biloa. So we're going to take Biloa off for Kamavinga. And leave it at that for now. Biloa's playing decently well, but he's exhausted. I'm leaving Lemaire on at the moment and not brought on Ousmane Dembele because I kind of want to bring Dembele on the left wing, but Mbappe just puts it away. 1-up. We've made 2 changes now. Volpe, we're not going to change from the attacking. Sandro Tonali has come off the bench. Volpe gets it all the way back to Donnarumma. Nobody attempts to tackle him. Galimberti. Saliba's given. Okay, I thought he gave away a penalty, but he hasn't. Mbappe jumps over nothing. The game has suddenly started acting weird. And Harada. Oh, he was offside. Okay. They've gone 3 up front. Uaze. Okay, the game is dying. The game is dying. Luberto. Locatelli. Esposito is here to... I thought he was going to score against me. And I was like, Esposito, no, don't score against me. Because then you'll be out of a job. Thomas Lemaire with the free kick. Donnarumma manages to clutch it. To be fair, that was a decent free kick. That's probably the first we've seen of Thomas Lemaire in this game. Esposito heads on to Galimberti. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to pause this for a second and see if that fixes the issue. We're going to make one final change. William Saliba is dying. Thomas Lemaire is having a poor game. Mbappe is dying. I don't really want to make... Is this a bad idea? Is it a bad idea taking off my best centre-back? Yeah. Thomas Lemaire, to be fair, it's just not been great, really, has he? This could be the last time Thomas Lemaire plays for France, and I don't think anyone would say, he played really well in those Euros. He didn't deserve to get dropped. I think he definitely deserved to get dropped. They are playing with Esposito as their main striker. We're going to get creative. Chiesa. Castrovelli. We should have probably gone more defensive. Chiesa. Esposito gets cleared by Saraka. And Mele gets rid, but only as far as Mancini. Mbappe picks it up. Go on, Mbappe. Mbappe. Tired legs, but he's still running. And he's hit the side netting. It looked like it hit the post, but he's hit the side netting. It looks like they're just going to shoot from anywhere now. I think we might have this one. Dumoulin. Saraka. An 18-year-old centre-back playing in a Euro Cup. The European Championship final. Ousmane Dembele. Saraka. Big punt forward. Just get rid. Volpe. That was a very interesting ball. I'm not sure what he was attempting to do. 5 seconds until the final whistle. Dumoulin taking his sweet ass time. Terrible throw. And now Italy are on the break. Referee. Yes, we've won the Euros. We won the Euros. At one point, my managerial position as French manager was under threat when we lost to Kazakhstan. But we still managed to win the Euros. That is fantastic. Their right back gets man of the match. Esposito came on. And Catrone went off. And one of the best left wingers in the world, who I'm going to tell you, we signed. He's a Hertha player. Didn't even make it off the bench. We paid 93 million for him. I'm kind of glad he didn't, to be fair, because he didn't pick up an injury, which is the most important thing in the world. But that being said, we're Euro champions. We have won the Euros. Congratulations, lads. Well done. Mbappe. To be fair, Saliba, Mbappe, Biloa, Kamavinga all played quite well, quite tired. They're going to enjoy this. Bajic did have an absolute whirly of a game. Had so much to do and managed to save the ball almost constantly. And now I have to fly to Japan because we're going to play in a bunch of friendlies. Freedom of the country. We've unlocked an achievement. Euros. And next time, in 2 years' time, if I'm still in charge of France, we're going to be going to the World Cup. We've only gone and won the Euros, lads. Euro 2028. Won by France. Oh. So, this is going to take a little while because there's an awful lot of stuff going on in the background because it is the middle of July, or it's not the middle of July, it's the start of July. We're into the second week. So it's been... Whew, France have only gone and won the Euros. Oh, get in. We've moved up one place to second in the world. England still hold on to their top place. Venezuela. Interesting. Venezuela were playing in a game today, which... Oh, they lost on penalties. Oh, they almost won Copa America 2028. But they lost to Argentina on penalties. That is soul destroying. There's a whole bunch of just random players that they're like, oh, this player would be really good to play for France. And it's like a one-star player. France have won the Euros. Get in. Remember, unceremoniously dumped out of the FIFA Club World Cup by Leipzig. I just won the Euros, and they're like, oh, do you remember that time you got knocked out by Leipzig 3 years ago in the enters European Roll of Honour. Let's see the Hall of Fame. Where are we? 20th in the world in Europe, with 5 domestic divisions, 3 domestic cups, 3 other trophies, and an international trophy. We won the Euros. Boop, boop, boop. Where are we in the Worldwide Hall of Fame? We're not in the top 20. We're not that far, actually. We're not that far. The fans worship me, of course they do. Pre-season odds were 4-1. Heroes, where are they now? Didn't play. 2nd of September we play our next games. Okay, like I said, bunch of players that nobody cares about. We beat Italy, France star. It's just a whole bunch of updates. They've assessed and they're happy. As you would expect, we just won the Euros. I clicked on the wrong one. Delightful. They're not happy with the fact we got beaten by Germany, but we smashed England, beat Italy in the final, and we won the Euros. Yes, Kylian Mbappe, top goal scorer for us and top goal scorer overall. Farouk Harada gets himself joint second. Dembele was the highest average rating, joint with Oliver Malé. Assist wise, Dembele was second with 5. Didn't have that many player of the matches. Pretty much no clean sheets. And we had very dirty players. Utterman and Mezouari. My 2 right back and one of my central midfielders who didn't actually play that many games. One goal I did mention... No, that's the wrong button. I meant to show you was... Is it this one? VAR actually gave me a goal which wasn't sure. It went to VAR to see was it a goal, and it was. Where normally it's, they're going to go to VAR and check to see if it's a goal. This one actually went to VAR and it came back as a goal. So it's possible, lads. It is possible. But we have won the Euros. Get in. Only lost 1 game on the way there. Beaten by Germany. Because I didn't know what my best team was on the day. And then we just went and smashed everyone after that. Poland was probably the hardest game. Ironically, England, one of the best teams in the world. We smashed them. 5-0. Delightful. Get in. So if you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe. Share with all of your friends. And come back later at some stage for more Football Manager content. Now it's free on Epic Games. It'd be interesting to see how everyone enjoys it, because I'm enjoying it. We had 75,000 at the Valencia Stadium. Thank you very much for watching, fellas. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!